What is going on, guys? It's your boy K-Cross here, back in the video today, and in today's video we're going to be talking about the KSP, which was the 3-round burst submachine gun, and the most surprising, I guess, gun in the Cold War beta to me, as in the fact that I was surprised at how shit it was at first, and then I was surprised how good it was whenever I figured it out, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Like, I was using it and I was like, my god, this thing is complete ass. I'm never going to get a good gameplay of this gun to review. And ultimately I was like, surely I can go positive at least one game, right? Just so I can get the gameplay, just so I have something to work with whenever I'm reviewing it. And I played like 2 to 3 games and I was very pessimistic at that point that I could get anything with it. And then I got into a game on satellite and I figured out how to use the gun. Basically, that was how simple it was. It was just a matter of me figuring out that this gun wasn't built for, I guess, pushing, rushing, competing with somebody face to face, as it was more oriented towards, range combat, mid-range combat, for an SMG, mid-range combat is range combat, I guess, and it's more oriented towards, just taking time, being steady, placing well-placed shots, and just using it a little bit slower than an SMG would normally be used, which is why I had my doubts about it, because ultimately I was trying to play like a fast-paced game. I was trying to push with it. I was playing on maps like Moscow and Cartel, where the maps are a little bit shorter. If you come into engagements, usually they're pretty close, under 10 meters. And, that's not really where this gun shines. This gun shines, with both the element of surprise and with a steady, hand and good aim. I mean, if you can place good shots with this gun, it is like devastating. It shreds, it melts, if you will. I mean, like right here, you see, I get into that engagement. I am not stable, I'm not set, and I am just not putting well placed shots, and that's ultimately what caused me to lose that engagement. I mean, the gun is good, you just have to adapt to it. It is like a really good gun. It's just a matter of figuring it out, which I feel like is something that can be a little tricky. It's probably the gun that I did the best with. At least I felt the best with in this specific game. I didn't like it that much. I'm not going to use it much in the future. I have no plans on using it in the future. I'm not a big fan of using guns that are, like laid back like this gun. Like I said, you have to kind of lay back. You can't really push with it. You can't really be super aggressive. You kind of have to set yourself up to catch people off guard, and you can't really just push them and force the issue, and I guess make them feel off guard. Like, if you're pushing, yeah, you're still going to catch people off guard, but they're going to be a little bit more, I don't know, they'll be a little bit more expectant of it. Now, where if you're just kind of like, chilling around a corner, I guess you could say camping, but not really camping, just kind of like zone holding, playing hardpoint, for example. That's why I really thought I did a lot better in this gameplay. If because you're not like intentionally camping, but you're just kind of like zone peeping and keeping an eye on these areas and keeping people, and I guess getting creative with where you happen to hold the area at, not camp, but hold the area at. And if you're just kind of, like I said, if you're just kind of creative with it, you keep catching people off guard, you're going to do well with the weapon. It's just a matter of staying patient with it. Like you got to stay, mobile, but you don't want to restrict yourself to an area, right? You want to put yourself in the action, but don't push into the action. You know what I mean? You're just like you're sitting back in the war zone. You're not pushing into the war zone. You know what I mean? You're just kind of like waiting for it to come to you, but at the same time, you're pressing it whenever it does come to you. You're not defending, but you're pressing. But you're like, I guess, I don't know, what you could say is you're aggressively defending. Like, if someone comes into your area, you attack them, but you don't just kind of like sit there and wait for them to come to you. You know what I mean? It's really hard to explain, but basically, if you play it in a way that you would play hardpoint, I feel like the gun excels because, you catch people off guard. You are kind of designating yourself to one area so that way you can take stable and easy shots that you're more prepared for, and it kind of makes the gun good. Like that's what sets you up for success is getting those good shots. Very having very good situational awareness, knowing where people are going to be coming from, knowing where you need to be aiming, and being prepared for those things. It will help you out a lot with this gun. Being calm is probably another main thing, because if you are impatient with the weapon and you're like, all over the place swaying and jumping around and doing your hoot and hollers and your slide cancels and whatnot, it's kind of hard to get those shots that are ideal off with it, and that's probably why most people would not have success with the weapon. Now, I'm not saying that I'm a god with the weapon or anything. I think that the gun still isn't that great. I'm still not going to use it. It doesn't fit my playstyle very well. I don't like playing like this, so like I said, I will not use it in the future. However, I was impressed with it for what I thought. I don't know, like, I used the weapon and I was like, man, this thing's garbage. I'm not going to be able to get a good gameplay with it. And then, like I said, I kind of zoned it in. I was like, I'm just going to try to go positive. If I have to be a little, like, camping bitch, then I will. I just want to get a good gameplay with it. And then I tried using it in that way a little bit more, and I was like, man, this thing's not that bad. I guess I enjoyed using it. Like, I enjoyed going off, but, I did feel like I had the gun down pat at one point. I felt very comfortable with it in my hands, and I felt like I could compete pretty well with most people. I felt like I had it, I feel like I had to use this SMG on this map. I feel like there was no SMG that could be as good as this one on this specific map, because it's so open, it's so, there's a lot of distance, there's a lot of range engagements, and the AK-74U, has good range, which I said in the other video that the AK-74U is probably best in class range SMG. I'm going to take that back and say this is, but I think that the AK-74U would be great in range engagements here, but the recoil is just not ideal for the engagements here, since you get in several at once, it seems like. So yeah, I picked this gun over the 74U on satellite any day of the week, especially if I'm playing hardpoint. If I'm not playing hardpoint, I'll take the 74U because I can push. But with the fact that I'm playing hardpoint on this map, I would definitely take this gun over, most of them. I think the Krig is probably the gun to run here if you're sweating and you're playing on satellite, because that thing can melt at range, and it's incredible. I'm not good with that gun personally, but I could tell that it's a good gun just by using it. Anyway, yeah, this gun is I'm gonna say it's the upset gun, because I didn't expect it to do well, and I had very low hopes for it. I did not think it was gonna be that great. Now, it is not that great, I'm gonna be honest with you. I keep, hyping it up and then knocking it back down, because ultimately it's a mid-tier weapon, but I just found where it works, I guess is what I'm saying. I just found that one place where I felt like it fit. So I like it. I think it's a good gun. I went really positive with it. I think I did really well, and that's all I have to say about it. It wasn't too bad. It wasn't too shabby of a gun. I'd take it any day of the week on this map and this game mode. Yeah, that's all I have to say for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the review. Leave your opinion. As always, I will listen to it. I like to hear opinions. Peace out. See you later.